because the portable nature of Nintendo 3DS is a perfect match for Lab Plus. Because Nintendo is further beefing up the communication capability, it will further encourage the ties between the fans through Nintendo 3DS units. For example, by using the intensified tag mode, our users' girlfriends can exchange rumors among themselves. Or the town may evolve by accumulating an amount of information when two players pass by each other on a street. It will be possible to make the new game so that as you carry around Nintendo 3DS with you, you will be able to receive some new information which will affect how your town evolves every day. This is one of the features we would like to make. Thank you. It looks like everyone is preparing to make new proposals by taking advantage of Nintendo 3DS's communication capabilities. As you have seen in other video today, Nintendo 3DS hardware, just like Wii, will include the function to create Mii characters of yourself, your family members, and friends by combining and adjusting the face components. According to the surveys that we have been periodically conducting in Japan, because of the expanded installed base of Wii here, as well as the wide acceptance of Tomodachi Collection, Nintendo DS software which features Mii characters between the 7 to 74 age demographics, those who have responded by saying that they have their own Mii characters have exceeded 26 million people in this country. When we add the US and 6 major countries in Europe, where we have been conducting similar surveys, the total number of people with their own Mii characters exceed 180 million. The Mii concept that Nintendo first proposed with the launch of Wii appears to have constructed a firm base in the global society. Of course, the existing Mii characters can be used, but we have intensified the Mii characters for Nintendo 3DS by increasing the number of components you can choose from, for example. We have also made efforts so that Mii characters are more accessible for your communications. If you are shy about designing your caricatures, you can take a picture of yourself with Nintendo 3DS and use the automatic Mii designing function to create your own Mii just by selecting the colors of your skin, eyes, and hairstyle, just like the options you can see on the screen. All you need to do is make a few adjustments to the existing components. Even if you lack confidence in your ability to draw pictures, you can relax and enjoy. This is from the video you have just seen. Now that you can more easily create Mii characters by using the camera, the Mii population will hopefully further expand. This is how you create a QR code from your Mii. The QR codes and Mii picture data are output to SD memory cards in commonly used formats so that they can be used in various ways, such as by pasting them on your own web page. You are now seeing how to generate a Mii character from a QR code. Just as you can see, it's pretty simple. We would like to use the system to widely distribute and expand the use of Mii characters. In addition, when you do a street pass, Mii characters will also be exchanged. You can check which Mii characters have come to your Nintendo 3DS by checking Street Pass Mii Plaza. Here, as a result of Street Pass, an increasing number of Mii characters are gathering. As you can see, each Mii has the icon of the software which was played on his or her Nintendo 3DS most recently. When you select each Mii, you will know such information as how many minutes ago the Street Pass took place, how many Street Passes that Mii has realized, and what was the last software played. AR games make use of the technology known as augmented reality, or AR in short. Augmented reality is the technology to add some computer-generated information to the real world. Because Nintendo 3DS can generate 3D images, it is a great match for AR technology because the 3D viewing can add to the realism of the world created by the augmented reality. So that as many people as possible can experience this unusual feeling, Nintendo will pre-install software which is called AR Games that includes several games with the AR technology. We would like everyone, not just the purchasers of Nintendo 3DS, but also the people surrounding them to enjoy experiencing this unusual feeling. Even while you're playing with Nintendo 3DS software, you can quickly display the home menu by pressing the home button located in the center immediately below the lower screen. Several hardware functions can be executed just by temporarily pausing the gameplay. In the previous video, you have seen how web browser can be used during the gameplay. As you can quickly return to a game, you will find this function very handy. Nintendo 3DS also has a function called Activity Log so that you can confirm how many footsteps you have made by carrying Nintendo 3DS with you and how long you have played with your games. You can check the number of steps with Nintendo 3DS and playtime each day. You can also check how long you have played with one software title, and you can see a graph of your footsteps. Nintendo 3DS has some cameras. There is one inside. When you close the unit, there are also two cameras outside. By using these two cameras, Nintendo 3DS can simultaneously take separate images, one for your right eye and one for your left eye, to capture 3D photos which can be viewed on the spot. We could not include this information in the video, but Nintendo 3DS, like Nintendo DS, embodies camera and sound functions. One of the functions to merge different faces by using the cameras inside and outside at the same time has become quite popular among developers. Please take a look. We tried to combine the faces of me and Mr. Miyamoto. We just stood by facing each other and captured our faces within the circles by pressing the button. Here it is, Mr. Miyamoto. As you can see, it's quite easy, and you can capture a photo of a very interesting combination of faces. For Nintendo 3DS 2, we are preparing for the digital content download sales. As you know, we've been doing download sales for Wii and Nintendo DSi hardware, but they have room for improvements. We cannot say that Wii Shopping Channel and Nintendo DSi Shop have provided the users with a sufficiently easy and accessible interface, and we were not able to run the optimal shops, which have both abilities to promote and sell the products in one place. For Nintendo 3DS, we have integrated promotional and sales functions. If you can imagine that, it is as if we are now combining the function of Wii Shopping Channel and that of Nintendo Channel. We have also significantly recreated the structure. Switching from one screen to another has become much quicker, so we will not notice